everybody, and welcome back to Rival Zone Gaming, and welcome to Battlefleet Gothic Armada 2, the second game in the series. I was challenged a while ago to play Battlefleet Gothic Armada by a friend of the channel, Commissar Roach, and as soon as this came out, he challenged me again, which I'm quite happy about because I enjoyed the first one. It's a lot different to what I normally play. It's a lot harder in some ways and easier in others. So it was a nice challenge for me. It was stretching muscles I didn't normally use in my strategy gameplay. It is created by Games Workshop and developed by Tindalos Interactive and published by Focus Home Interactive. So there's a lot of different companies in there, but they work really well together and they make an incredible game, I have to say. I've done the tutorial, but I'll be replaying that so that you guys can see the whole story in all its glory, but I haven't done any of the campaign itself. Now, I did put out a Discord request to my followers asking which campaign I should do, because there are 4. Everyone pretty much said Imperium of Man, so we're going with Imperium of Man. There is a skirmish mode in here as well, along with lots and lots of different options and things. So we're going to go with a new campaign. It's really, really fun. The loading screens are a little long, but just to kind of give you a brief overview of all the different stuff. So we've got the Imperium of Man, we've got the Necrons, which I believe are undead from the name. We have the Tyranids. The Tyranids! They're bugs that eat ships. They're awesome! They're really slow though. I mean, really slow. But they have the ability to actually eat the ships. They have the ability to devour the crew, so you get abandoned hulks just like flopping around in space. It's great. So we will be doing this one, but we're going to do the prologue, basically just to kind of get ourselves all caught up on the lore for this particular section. And I do say this particular section because the lore is extensive. I have tried to catch up on some of the lore to educate myself, and yeah, it's just so big. If you haven't played the tabletop game or done any of the reading or anything like that, don't worry. This game does a brilliant job of just keeping you with the knowledge you need to move through, and not overextending anything else. But anyway, okay, so the Battle of Cadia. The planet of Cadia is the cornerstone of the Imperium's defenses and a symbol of mankind's endurance. But after millennia of stalwart defiance, Cadia is beset as never before, besieged by the corrupt legions of chaos. While Lord Castellin Usgarkar E. Creed marshals the planetside defense, reinforcements from across the galaxy scramble to his aid. Cadia stands, but for how long? Oh yes, Cadia stands, but for how long? This is going to be fun. Strap yourselves in, people. Here we go.
For 10,000 years, the Eye of Terror has spewed its ageless horrors into the galaxy, gnawing at the eternal glories of the Imperium, at the very soul of mankind itself. And for every one of those 10,000 years, the fortress world of Cadia has held the gate closed, an adamantium bastion, granted strength by flesh and bone, and seeded purpose by faith in the Emperor's holy light. But as the darkness grew ever deeper, and the blaze of the Astronomicon guttered like a wind-blown candle, the Eye of Terror pulsed, its baleful energy spilling anew across the stars. With a shriek that echoed through nightmares from Medusa to Ultramar, the Black Fleet slipped its moorings. An endless tide of heretics, traitors, demons, and madmen whose desperate fealty was given over to a single damned soul. Abaddon the Despoiler, inheritor of the arch-traitor Horus's reviled legacy. The 13th Black Crusade, herald to a fresh age of nightmare, had begun. Stalwart Cadia would be the first to feel its wrath.
A Blackstone fortress! Without our shields, that accursed Hulk will scour Cadia clean.
Repairs to the null array are underway. We require only a matter of days.
The Magos asks for time. I have none to give. My wolves will buy all that he needs. Alert my battle barge to prepare for my arrival. By the Fang, I'll not die without a fight.
And you know what? I believe him. Yeah, so this is kind of just bringing us in. Cadia is this kind of linchpin of defense of this area of the Imperium. And it has stood strong for thousands of years. And now it's in danger of falling. Dum dum dum. The load screens are a little long. If I can talk through them quite happily, then I will. But if I can't, then I will.
Verification protocol, my lord.
Ooh,
awaiting
cool.
structural diagnostic.
If I can't, then what I'll do is I'll kind of cut them out, and you'll just see little blending things. Scroll lets you zoom in and out.
Structural
Cool.
analysis complete. No major issues to report. We
Get rid of
stand
that
ready
one.
for weapons inspection.
Oh, awesome. Yeah,
All weapon systems functional.
that's weapon
Beginning
system functional.
tactical auspex sweep.
Okay. Oh, that was fast. That was really fast.
Auspex
I'm gonna
sweep
have to get used to
complete.
that. Camera minimap. Using on the minimap lets you move the camera anywhere. Cool. Double click on a ship, reactivates the following order. Yeah! Okay, so we're going to set the destination as there.
My Roose beard, what's taking so long? War calls! Enough with the tinkering! All sections report ready, Lord. The Fireman's Fang stands ready for battle. At last!
It's fine.
Crew of the Firemain's Fang! The Despoiler's jaws clamp tight about Cadia's throat!
Look at
His Blackstone fortress comes to claim the kill. I say nay. Not while the Sons of Roose have strength to fight.
that is
The
gorgeous.
valiant dead will shield us from the Black Fleet's curse. We will stalk the will of eternity from amongst the carcasses of its victims. When our fangs are at its belly, we strike with every boarding torpedo and assault craft at our disposal. We will cripple that Blackstone fortress however we can. Weapons, shields, engines, all Father willing, we will tear out its corrupted heart.
I keep moving.
The Blackstone fortress is so close I can smell it. We'll have to cross that minefield to reach it. Take us through, Captain.
Engines engaged.
Alright, if I hold shift, I can also do like... Oh, no, we won't go that way. Can I speed up? Can I use my burners? No, I can't use my burners. Why let me use my burners? I want to use my burners.
Moving to position. Underway.
Uh-oh, we've been identified. Ah!
We are pursued, but grander prey awaits. We cannot waste time in fruitless battle. Press on! We'll return once the Blackstone fortress is a broken hulk.
I don't want to. Ow! Shooting me is not nice.
Repositioning.
Hogorm's eyes! They're gaining! Contact Cajun Orbital Command. Tell them to detonate the mines. That
Can I-
explosion should clean our tails of these traitors. Aye, my lord.
Head full. Hit it! Yeah!
At your command. Standard speed engaged.
Swifter than they deserved. If only we'd had the time to make it painful.
Yeah, one thing at a time, buddy. Oh!
My lord, all specs show one traitor vessel survived the explosion. It has launched a disruption bomb. It'll obliterate our shields. All sections, prepare for high energy turn.
That'll be this.
Get us clear of the detonation horizon and bring us about to engage that spineless cur.
This is such a cool move. I love this thing. Saves my butt so often, this does.
To where we are needed.
You can't drop that on me.
Ha! So the traitor longs for death. Bring us in close. I want to smell his fear.
Excuse me, peeps. I needed to sneeze there. Stealth is... The ship is invisible, detected, ship appears red dot.
Fire at will! I want
Yeah.
them blooded before we seek their throat.
Okay. Alright, go
Full
that way.
course.
Let's give him a nice broadside. Oh yeah.
His shield falls. Let us test the thickness of his hide.
Alright, we're going to do that. And then spin him round.
Feel our might.
Oh yeah, that was good.
Underway.
Yeah, he's dying slowly. And if I do this, we get awesome.
Engines engaged.
It's great. I can just take off the HUD and we can just look at the pretty ships.
His eyes are blinded. His fangs gone. We'll settle this with our teeth at his throat.
Okay, we're gonna do a quick... And lightning strike.
See how his strength fails. The kill comes soon. Ready boarding torpedoes!
Okay, they should loop round and then just go right into him. It's better if you fire them when you're actually pointed at him. But we'll accept.
Our boarding torpedoes destroyed by turret fire. So the traitor still has claws. Bring us in closer. I'll end this myself.
To where we are needed.
Alright, we're going to be doing this now. A boarding action. So I'm going to try and bring it in real close. We don't have any of our combustion chamber right now, so... Drifting
Our
hole!
hunt is ended. Let the carcass drift. The greater quarry yet remains.
Alright. Once the ship has lost a third of its defensive troops, it suffers 2 critical hits on top of this skill. Okay. Once defending troops have been killed, the ship is out of control.
Moving to position. At your command.
Blow it up. Could use my Storm Incendiary, my Thunderhawk Bomber. Ooh, Thunderhawk Annihilator. So that does troop damage. That does hull damage. And that goes after enemy turrets. Nice. Okay, so the Stormhawk goes after enemy turrets.
Repositioning.
That's cool. I like that.
I know most of you are not Fenris-born, but today it matters not if you feel the fury of Rus in your veins. It matters not if you hail from Fenris, Mundus Pyra, Cadia, or Marsh. Today we are brothers, bound by one single glorious purpose. We ride into death with the fury of heroes, and by our sacrifice, strike a blow worthy of saga and song!
Just took a nice picture
For
there.
the Emperor! For Cadia! Death to the traitors!
The moment arrives! Let the engines roar!
I will do, but not right now. Instead, I want to take a nice picture. That looks good. I think that looks good. We'll go for that. There you go. I'm thinking for thumbnails. I'm thinking for thumbnails, because, you know, a good thumbnail is hard to find. We can speed things up, but we've just taken a nice picture. So, I'm happy.
My
Ooh!
lord, we have located an Imperial warship. It's drifting, and the crew are not responding. However, auspexes show that the vessel itself remains viable.
We'll claim the vessel as our own. Reinforcements run thin, and even one ship may yet make a difference.
Alright, let's spin you. I want you to go that way. Boarding torpedoes. See, this ship has no one on board. So, we use boarding torpedoes to put troops on board, or the lightning strike, or the boarding action, and the ship comes back. Yeah!
My lord, our boarding parties have seized command of the derelict. They report critical damage to weapons control. It won't be of any use to us.
Still, it shall not go to waste.
Oh,
Evacuate the ship to Cadia. Its fury will be hard in days to come.
okay, so we can do that. You can do this whenever you like with any of your ships, within the within reason, of course. So you can't like bring a ship into an engagement and immediately jump it out. You have to.
My lord, we have enemy vessels on approach.
Alrighty then.
At your command. That is impossible.
No, it's not. How about that? Now?
That is impossible.
How about that? No, you're not going to do that either. Why won't you let me do that? I'm trying to do is bring down the number of troops on board. Oh, we just got drifting hull. That was awesome. Let's do that again. Oh, we can't do that yet. And I don't have any boarding torpedoes left. No.
Hold course.
Alright, we do have torpedoes though, so... Stay inside, stay inside. Oh yeah!
Moving to position.
Technically you shouldn't ram with this ship, but it's so pretty.
Pitiful whelps. 10,000 years of hate, and still feeble at heart. Bring us about. The Blackstone Fortress awaits.
My lord, Auspexes have detected a colossal signature at extreme range.
Alright.
It must be the Blackstone Fortress. It's on an inbound heading.
Good. We'll wait in ambush. Bring us about into that asteroid field and cut the drive.
This one?
Make us look like one more drifting hulk.
Okay, what we're going to do is we're going to go to here. Yeah, we'll go to here.
To where we are needed.
And then to there. And we're going to speed things up. We don't have any more boarding torpedoes. I'm very upset about that. And we only have one boarding action and 2 lightning strikes. Although we can use our bombers and things, so that's pretty cool. What's that? Group order, council order, emergency warp, call to arms. Cool. Let's quickly hit pause so we can see what these are. Okay, so brace for impact. As long as this stance is active, the following effects apply. Hull damage suffered minus 25%. Defense turret accuracy plus 50%. Wow. Morale losses resulting from ramming and asteroid collisions are nullified. Oh, I see there's no morale losses from ramming and asteroid. Okay, cool. Lock on. As long as this stance is active, standard macro weapons and lance benefit from the following effects. Range plus 4,500 units, which is basically meters. Accuracy plus 20, critical chance plus 100%. Ouch. Reload. Weapons and maneuver skills reload speed at 25%. Standard weapons rate of fire plus 40%. Combustion gauge regeneration speed plus 20. So those are really good, but they're specific to certain situations. Like if you're going to ram something, you really want to go for brace for impact. If you're being attacked by, say, bombers or something like that, you want brace for impact. If you're kind of pushing to mount extra damage on people and you've got the upper hand, you want to really make it count, lock on. And if you're in a kind of running dogfight, I suppose you want reload. Emergency repairs cancels all light, critical and fire aboard effects. Cool. Call to arms provides replacement troops depending on the ship's tonnage. Escort 2 troops, light cruiser 4 troops, battle cruiser and cruiser is 6 troops. Grand cruiser and battleship is 8 troops, and a Titan is 10 troops. What's a Titan? I don't remember knowing what a Titan is. On another chapter, ship launches an assault action on a target. Troop damage 6 to 9. Critical damage chance 6%. Range 4,500. And angle 360. So it can go in any direction. That's awesome. Wow. What was that line? Ships protected by an active shield except Tyranids, Spore Shield, or Hollow Field at its maximum power cannot be targeted with this skill. Performing this action on a disengaging ship cancels the warp jump. This skill can be used to recover control and any ally drifting hull. So if we lose a ship to a drifting hull, all the crew dies, we can use it to bring them back. Okay! One thing I do like is if I just hit the spacebar, we go into this slow mode. It allows you to kind of make decisions and call out orders to different ships without worrying too much. And then just hit it again and you're back into that. I believe it's called the Tactical Cogitator. Let's get in there.
Standard speed engaged.
Ship moving through asteroids suffers damage, but as long as it remains motionless, it is stealth unless scanned by an
My
enemy
lord,
or opens
the
fire.
Blackstone Fortress is almost upon us.
Hold your nerve. The closer it comes before we reveal ourselves, the greater our chances of success.
You want to run that by me one more time? That's a Blackstone Fortress. Pause. Stealth ship remains invisible until it enters the scanning range of an enemy. If it opens fire, it becomes detected for a short time, then returns to stealth mode. Holding down the right mouse button and moving the mouse in a direction allows you to orient the selected ship. Right, but that's only if you turn the engines off, otherwise it's going to try and go in that direction. Fine. Yeah, I really don't think you're going to take that thing on. I'm sorry, buddy, but I really don't see it. We're waiting for his orders. We're waiting. We're waiting. Still waiting. Oh, we've got some boarding torpedoes. Moving the speed along a bit.
Inbound vector shifting. This is as close as we're likely to get. Boarding torpedoes stand ready.
So shall it be. Command of the Fang is yours. Give her a good death.
My lord, for Rus and the Old Father.
For Rus and the All Father!
Let's roll.
Standard speed engaged. That is impossible. Engines engaged.
Ooh.
Underway.
Keep firing. Keep firing. Cadia stands. For Rus.
I don't think we were supposed to win that. Because we were going up against the Blackstone Fortress.
Sven Bloodhowl, stalwart of a brotherhood famed for their courage. But sometimes, courage is not enough.
Initialization failed. Null array inert. Insufficient power. Insufficient power. Rerouting. Reroute failed. Power surge. Processing. No data. Power building. Null array deploying.
Were they Necrons? Did I see Necrons?
Thus did Cadia earn respite, not through the bravery of Sven Bloodhowl, nor the labors of Magus clan, but through the intercession of a mysterious benefactor. But the respite was short-lived. As the cheers faded, traitor warships blackened the skies. The siege of Cadia Secundus had begun. The forces of the despoiler came in numbers uncounted, but the walls of Casa Crath held. Even in that darkest of days, the flame of humanity's valor burned bright. With faith burning in their hearts, the defenders held the Chaos Hordes at bay, uncaring of the losses they bore in exchange. But flesh fails and faith flickers. With every bloody moment, Abaddon's forces drew closer to victory.
Whoa. Okay. We will probably be calling it very, very soon for this episode, and we'll finish off the tutorial in the next video, because we're going for about half hour. I'm trying to try and keep these videos around the half-hour mark, unless the battles take us over that. Basically, one battle video is pretty good. If you go for two, then you're pushing an hour normally, at least from my experience from the previous game. So we'll be working along those lines, make things a little bit simpler for us.
We need the location of Abaddon's main fleet before we strike. Admiral, lead a reconnaissance patrol. Be our eyes.
Gladly, Captain Garrison. We can't proceed until those defense platforms are destroyed.
Okay, so we will call it there. thank you very much for watching. If you liked the video, then please do hit the like button. Don't forget to comment and share. If you're new to the channel, like we saw, please do consider subscribing. We will continue straight away in the next video. Until then, you lot take care of yourselves. I'll see you there. Bye-bye.